लोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरं तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयोत्तमख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। श्यावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। जय जय श्री राम, जय जय श्री राम। So let's get started, and it's my great honor and privilege to invite today's first session is on management lessons from Ramayana, and there are 8 papers scheduled for presentation. And the session chair is my good old friend. I mean, good old friend in terms of time, but he is very young. I'm the old, he is the good. That's the connection. So he's a good friend and an old man like me. And that's Professor Rahul Anant Kulkarni. Rahul ji, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. Now it's
Yes,
your
जय
day.
श्री राम, नमस्कार नमस्कार वेलकम ऑल, स्वागत है सबका. It's my privilege to be here, and thank you very much, Om sir, for this privilege. As you know, we are having 10 minutes per presenter, and I will remind you after 8 minutes. You are all requested to please complete your presentation within 8 minutes. So we are starting with the first presentation. The golden deer of the Ramayana, lessons in finance, governance, psychology, and decision making. I request Venkatesh Vedmati for the presentation. Please.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaskar to all of you. Good evening. And I thank the organization for giving the opportunity. Wonderful initiative. Thank you for it. So I do not want to use any slides and other things. So to have maximum coverage, I will be talking only. So I have chosen the subject Golden Deal. The lessons we can learn, management lessons or the lessons we can from the episode. The Golden Deal in Ramayana is a unique situation where Ravana has decided to have Sita at any cost, by a adharmic way also. So he plans, he forces Maricha to come in the guise of golden deer. So the golden deer passes near the ashram. So Sita Mata gets attracted by it. So she requests Sri Rama to get me that. I like that, so I want to have it. Sri Rama values his the Sita's aspirations, and he decides to go and catch the golden deer. So he requests and orders Lakshmana to take care of the ashram and guard Sita Mata. So in the meantime, Ravana come in the guise of a sadhu, and while he was what do you call, asking for the food, so he manipulates and takes away. Before that, what happens? See, when Rama was chasing that, he hears the noise, "Oh Lakshmana, oh Lakshmana." So Sita Mata feels that King Rama is in trouble. So he orders and Lakshmana to go and help the brother. But when Lakshmana says that I am on the orders of Rama to guard, so he uses the words which hurts the Lakshmana, so he decides to go and save Rama. But in the meantime, Ravana kidnaps Sita and go. This is the main this. What we can learn from this? See, I have chosen 4 themes out of this, from finance, family, psychology, and decision making. So let us come to the finance. See, is there any parallel regarding golden deer, Maya? So golden deer is a Maya. It doesn't exist. Even Sita Mata, if she has thought that whether the golden deer really is there in such a animal, a little bit of thought could have solved many of the problems. So what we can see in finance, golden deer is a Maya, it doesn't exist. So similarly in finance, we can see in present day lot of scams that are happening. Every day we read in the newspaper a lot of financial scams. You can double your money within short time. Offer you a job which pays higher salary, digital arrest. So many things are coming. It is just a Maya only. It is equivalent to golden deer. So when Sita Mata get attracted to the golden deer, similarly, the normal human beings gets attracted. Everybody wants to have the best within the short time. So they get attracted and they fell into the trap of the fraudsters. So people are losing money because of such immediately jumping to the conclusion to have the wealth. Similarly, digital arrest is happening because they are targeting the very senior citizens. See, here it is also a digital arrest is not as this one, it is in the form of a weapon. Say they say we received a parcel which has got drugs, or we say that there is a money laundering case against you, so many things. But within that 10-15 seconds, people succumb to that pressure and they lose the ability to think. So this is why golden deer, what we have to, in the financial lesson, we have to learn is that, as our Prime Minister Modi says in finance, stop, think and act. So in finance, no.
Hello, Venkatesh ji.
I also don't hear him.
Yes.
Anybody is able? Oh, let me see. Venkatesh ji? Hello? Rahul, are you able to hear him? I don't hear him.
No, sir, I'm not able to hear.
So he's frozen. I don't know what's going on.
Uh,
Hello, Venkatesh ji.
Hello, Venkatesh sir.
Sorry, there was some technical problem.
Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, in case of artificial intelligence, we rely heavily on the output generated by AI. There is no means to check whether it is correct or not. So even in the banks and financial institutions, they depend heavily on the artificial intelligence outputs, especially financial ratios, other things. So it is very important that the data we generated out of artificial intelligence analysis, there should be a counter mechanism to check and the decisions are taken. Otherwise, it will be equivalent to a golden deer moment. This is one from the financial. And in case of the family, what I tell you, even see when Sita Mata asked for golden deer, Rama immediately accepted it and went. What we could have examine is whether Rama could have known that the golden deer does not exist like that, whether he could have advised Sita that educated it doesn't exist, so we should not go after that. So in it happens in daily family life. When our spouse, children, or near ones, when they ask for certain things, we what we call moha. Out of moha, we try to get it and make them happy. Sometimes it becomes very costly. So in the family, whatever may be thing, especially in the age of present day children also, in the age of Instagram and Facebook and other things, everybody wants to have a shiny part of it, their life. They want to acquire beyond their capacity. So there is a time that we should not get into where, if Rama could have thought that, advise Sita, we should not have gone for that golden deer, whether that problem could have been stopped. That is one. Number two, so he requests Lakshmana to take care of Sita. He gives a, what you call, a responsibility to Lakshmana. But what happens when Sita Mata hears the voice, "Oh Lakshmana," she becomes panic. In the panic, she loses, momentarily say, she loses the control and uh, forces Lakshmana with very hurtful words that he has to go. So it is the Lakshmana's dilemma, whether he has to adhere to the responsibility given by Rama, or he has to hear the words of Sita. It is a dilemma, dicey situation. So in that situation, this we face every day in our life. So we have a responsibility, but we have a commitment or a forceful request from the people near and dear ones. It may happen in what you call in the office also. So there, in the office situation also, what happens if a higher up, if a finance, let us take the example of a credit officer in a bank. He has to he has loan application has come, but it doesn't have fit into the rules and regulations. But there is a pressure from the top of the management, from one of the board member or some influential member, to sanction to a particular party. So it is a dicey situation whether he has to adhere to the rules and regulations or to adhere to the dikkat of the higher ups. So this is a situation where anyone has to take care what is right, not what who says what is right, what is dharma. This is the one. So these are all the things, and the psychology also. See here, we get pressurized by the tough talks, sweet talks, and other thing. So we have to develop
last
the
2 minutes,
ability
please.
to analyze the things and take the correct decisions. So the golden dare moment can happen to anybody in any form. So the solution to this is think, analyze, act, and take correct decision. So with this, I will stop my talk, and thanks you for giving an opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Venkatesh, uh, for wonderfully correlating the issue of golden deer with the modern kind of aspects. Any
Thank you.
questions, please? Okay, we will go for the next presentation. Regent
Thank
of
you.
Ayodhya Leadership Lessons from Bharata's Life in the Ramayana by Dharmesh Kumar. Yes, Dharmesh Kumar. You have 10 minutes. Please complete your presentation within 10 minutes. Thank you.
श्री
Please make
गुरुभ्यो
it in
नमः।
presentation mode. Sir, please press F5.
Yes. श्री गुरुभ्यो
Yes,
नमः।
right.
श्री राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यम राम नाम वरानने। आप सभी को नमस्कार। मेरा नाम धर्मेश है और मैं आईआईटी खड़गपुर में एक शोधार्थी हूँ। मेरा आज का विषय है रीजेंट ऑफ अयोध्या लीडरशिप लेसन्स फ्रॉम भरताज लाइफ। तो सबसे पहले बहुत ही सुंदर पंक्ति है जो कि गोस्वामी तुलसीदास ने लिखी है। रघुपति किन्हीं बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समाई। अर्थात भरत जी राम जी के सबसे प्रिय भाई थे। यहाँ वो बता रहे हैं हनुमान के बारे में कि भरत जैसे प्रिय तुम भी मेरे भाई हो। तो रामायण के अनेक ऐसे पात्र हैं जिनसे हम बहुत कुछ सीख सकते हैं और अपने जीवन में उतार भी सकते हैं। अगर लीडरशिप की बात की जाए तो राम के अलावा भी रामायण में कई ऐसे पात्र हैं जिन्होंने अलग अलग परिस्थितियों में लीड किया है। चाहे वो भरत हो, लक्ष्मण हो या विभीषण हो, चाहे हनुमान हो, सबने अलग अलग परिस्थितियों में एक समूह को या सेना को या किसी तरह से लीड किया ही है। तो ऐसे में भरत के जीवन से बहुत कुछ सीखा जा सकता है। जब भरत अ, थोड़ा सा रामायण के बारे में तो सभी जानते हैं। बालकांड में एक श्लोक आता है, यावद स्थास्यन्ति गिरयः सरितश्च महीतले तावद रामायण कथा लोकेषु प्रचरिष्यति। अर्थात जब तक इस धरती पे पर्वत रहेंगे और नदियां बहती रहेंगी तब तक ये रामायण का कथा लोक में प्रचारित होता रहेगा। ये खुद ब्रह्मा जी महर्षि वाल्मीकि को बताते हैं रामायण के महिमा के बारे में। अ, इसमें 7 कांड और 24,000 श्लोक है और महर्षि वाल्मीकि इसके रचयिता हैं। तो लीडरशिप की बात हो रही है तो सबसे पहले जान लेते हैं कि एक लीडर कौन होगा। तो इसके लिए धनंजय ने 10 रूपक में बड़ा ही सुंदर लिखा है कि नेता विनीतो मधुरस्त्यागी दक्ष प्रियंवद रक्तलोक शुचिर्वाग्मी रूढ़वंश स्थिरो युवा बुद्धि उत्साह स्मृति प्रज्ञा कलामान समन्वितः सुरो दृढ़श्च तेजस्वी शास्त्र चक्षुश्च धार्मिकः। भले ही यहाँ धनंजय एक ऐसे एक ऐसे व्यक्ति की बात कर रहे हैं जो मंच पे जाके किसी व्यक्ति का किरदार निभाता है। लेकिन ये जितने भी गुण धनंजय ने बताए हैं, अगर हम देखें तो एक जो आम जिंदगी में भी एक जो नेता है, एक जो लीडर है, उसके लिए सारे बहुत ही जरूरी है। क्योंकि जो भी मंच पे मंचन किया जाता है किसी व्यक्ति द्वारा, तो जिस पात्र का वो मंचन कर रहा होता है उसके सारे कम से कम मंचन करने के समय उसके सारे गुण उसमें होने चाहिए, तभी उस पात्र के साथ वो न्याय कर पाता है। भरत के बारे में जैसा कि आप सभी जानते हैं कि राजा दशरथ के और महारानी कैकेयी के पुत्र थे। और इन्होंने एक आइडियल पुत्र, एक भाई और एक नेता के रूप में खुद को रामायण में स्थापित किया। जैसे राम सभी गुणों के सागर है, वैसे ही भरत में भी जो भी मानवीय गुण है वो सब भरत में दिख जाते हैं। उनका राम के प्रति प्रेम या भक्ति, समर्पण भी हम सब देख सकते हैं। जब भरत अपने नौनिहाल में थे तब उनको एक स्वप्न आया था कि उनके पिता गधे पे सवार होकर दक्षिण दिशा की ओर तेजी से जा रहे हैं। तब उन्होंने ये स्वप्न बताया अपने अ, मामा और नाना को। उसके बाद दूत भी पहुंच जाते हैं जो कि भेजे गए थे उनको बुलाने के लिए। तो वहां से जब वापस आते हैं तो देखते हैं कि राम वनवास जा चुके हैं और उनके पिता भरत की मृत्यु हो चुकी है। और उनके माँ का जो प्रतिज्ञा शर्त था उसके कारण कैसे सब कुछ पलट चुका था, अयोध्या का स्थिति, ये देखते हुए उनको बड़ा दुख होता है। तो फिर हालांकि दशरथ ने भरत को राजा बना दिया था, फिर भी भरत ने उसे स्वीकार नहीं किया, क्योंकि रघुकुल की ये परंपरा थी कि जो बड़ा पुत्र होता है वही राजा होता है। अगर भरत चाहते तो राज्य ले सकते थे, सिंहासन पे बैठ सकते थे, लेकिन उन्होंने ऐसा नहीं किया। वो राम को मनाने के लिए गए और फिर जब राम नहीं माने तो उनके प्रतिनिधि के रूप में अयोध्या का कार्यभार संभाला और 14 वर्षों तक अयोध्या पे राज किया। तो जैसे भरत ने एक दो पादुकाएं दी राम को और बोला कि इन पे आप पैर रखिए और इसी को मैं आपका स्वरूप मान के और अयोध्या का शासन चलाऊंगा जब तक आप नहीं आते। तो ये पादुका जो है एक सिंबॉलिक, इसका सिग्निफिकेंस भी है, क्योंकि जब एक नेता, एक राजा नहीं होता है तो उसके बदले में अगर कोई शासन कर रहा है, सीधे उन्होंने शासन नहीं लिया बल्कि उन पादुकाओं को उस पे रख के और उसके द्वारा ही, उसके माध्यम से ही शासन चलाया। नंदीग्राम में रह के उन्होंने जो जैसे राम वन में जैसे एक एक साधु के जीवन में अपना जीवन व्यतीत कर रहे थे, वैसे ही इन्होंने भी प्रतिज्ञा किया कि मैं भी जब तक राम वापस अयोध्या नहीं आ जाते तब तक जैसे वो जी रहे हैं ठीक वैसे ही मैं जी के अयोध्या का शासन चलाऊंगा। तो इनसे, भरत के जीवन से हमें ये देखने को मिलता है कि भरत ने धर्म को सबसे पहले रखा। वो चाहते तो अयोध्या का राज्य ले सकते थे क्योंकि उनके पिता ने उनको दे दिया था, और राम भी इसके लिए कुछ नहीं करते, लेकिन उनको लगा कि ये अधर्म होगा क्योंकि बड़े भाई के रहते हुए मैं कैसे शासन चला सकता हूँ। तो धर्म को सबसे पहले उन्होंने प्रधानता दी। और एक भाई का प्रेम, वात्सल्य, ये सब अगर छोड़ भी दिया जाए, अगर एक दूसरे दृष्टिकोण से देखा जाए, तो भरत का ये डिसीजन सही भी था कि राम को मनाने गए और फिर उनके प्रतिनिधि के रूप में उन्होंने शासन किया, क्योंकि क्योंकि वो अ, अगर राज्य अपने हाथों में ले लेते, सिंहासन ले लेते, राजा बन जाते, तो ये भी संभव था कि जनता विद्रोह कर देती। जब महाराज दशरथ ने पूछा था सभी से कि किसे राजा बनाया जाए, आप सब किस पे सहमत है? तो सब ने, पूरी जनता ने और उनके दरबारियों ने, सब ने राम का ही समर्थन किया था। ऐसे में अगर अचानक से भरत राजा बन जाते तो ये भी हो सकता था कि विद्रोह की समस्या उत्पन्न हो सकती थी राज्य में, और राज्य ठीक से नहीं चल पाता। तो ये भी उनका एक अच्छा डिसीजन था कि राम को मनाने गए, और फिर एक तो धर्मानुसार भी काम हो गया और एक नीतिगत फैसला भी उनका सही था। तो यहाँ हम देखते हैं कि अगर किसी के पास पावर हो तो उसका प्रयोग सोसाइटी, समाज के कल्याण के लिए करना चाहिए, ना कि अपने पर्सनल गेन के लिए, निजी हितों के लिए उसका प्रयोग नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि राजा तो जनता का सेवक होता है। और अगर वो खुद को सबका मालिक समझ बैठे तो वो कभी सेवा कर ही नहीं पाएगा। जैसे हमारे प्रधानमंत्री भी कहते हैं कि मैं तो सेवक हूँ, ऐसे ही। तो अभी का जो सिनारियो है वर्तमान समय में, अगर देखा जाए जिस तरह से नेता काम करते हैं, भ्रष्टाचार, चाहे अकुशलता, और भी बहुत सारी समस्याएं राजनीति में और नेतृत्व में देखने को मिलती हैं। तो अगर हम अ, भारत के एपिसोड को देखें रामायण में और इनसे सीखने का प्रयास करें तो बहुत ही अच्छे से नेतृत्व कर सकते हैं, बिना किसी स्वार्थ के, जनता के सेवा के लिए। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद सर। बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से आपने जो भरत जी का लीडरशिप लेसन है वो रामायण से प्रेजेंट किया है। मैं आपका, जयश्री जी का और आपके दूसरे को ऑथर महेश जी का बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद।
कोई सवाल पूछना चाहता है? ठीक है, हम भी अगले प्रेजेंटेशन की ओर जाते हैं। एंशियंट विजडम एंड एट्रीब्यूट्स फॉर सक्सेसफुल प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट लेसन्स फ्रॉम द की इंसिडेंट्स ऑफ किष्किंधा ऑफ वाल्मीकि रामायण। मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ श्रीनिवास सरिपल्ले और अनुपमा रायली जी को।
Jai Sri Ram, Namaskar. Am I audible?
यस सर। यस।
Are you able to see my slides as well?
यस सर। यस।
Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Srinivas Saripalle. I recently defended my thesis for Masters in Sanskrit at the Arya University under the guidance of Dr. Anupama Ryali, who is also present in the session today. And I will be presenting today on the topic of the alliance between Sri Rama and Sugriva, which I see is a model of sustainable strategic partnership. And it actually fits very well in the current context of all the geopolitical tensions. And this is just a small thought. And also, if I may, I would like to quote a small verse from the Bhushana Tika. Shri Ramayana Rajasya Samarpya Manimekhalam Sarodharamimam Haram Arpayishyami Samprati. So it is a small token of presentation. So let me quickly move on to my next slide. So I have a total of around 10 to 12 slides. I'll quickly dwell on those. So in the current context, we are talking about Sri Rama and Sugriva. Both are two kings in exile. And both of them have parallel predicaments. In Sri Rama's situation, he is the rightful heir to the kingdom of Ayodhyā, who has been exiled to forest. And his wife, Devi Sita, has been abducted. And Sri Rama is Trishu Lokeshu Vishrutaha. He is renowned in all the three worlds. It's not that he is not capable. He is renowned in the three worlds. But he is in a different avatara today. And he's operating without any kingdom. If you look at Sugriva's situation, he is a legitimate king of Kișkindha, but he's been driven into hiding by his brother. And he's living in fear in Rishimukh Parvata. Again, other similarity is his wife also has been forcefully retained in the kingdom by his brother. In Sugriva's case, he possesses the intelligence network, but he lacks the military power. So basically, both are kings without kingdoms, husbands separated from wives, and this is a foundation for alliance. And there is a divine introduction. There is a prophecy by Danu. Vanaradhipaha samarthaha. The monkey king is capable, he tells Sri Rama. So his message, so Danu is he's a son of Diti, who has been freed from a curse, and he directs Sri Rama to Sugriva, because Sugriva is the capable one. Sa jnasyati mahavirya tava bharya apaharinam, which means he is the one who may have knowledge, or he can point you to your wife's abductor. Here is strategic significance again. This is a divine validation of the alliance, because it establishes Sugriva's unique capability that he possesses the intelligence network. And it is almost like a destiny and a framework for partnership. And now we see there is an architecture of Sharanagati, seeking refuge. Ramaha Sharanamagataha. Rama is seeking refuge. This is very counterintuitive. In the sacred framework, when he meets with Sugriva, they mention Tasya ayam purvajaha putraha trishu lokeshu visrutaha Sugrivam vanarendram tu Ramaha sharanamagataha. So Rama says, as the eldest son and also being renowned in all the three worlds, Rama has come to Sugriva, who is the leader of all the Varnas, seeking refuge. Now here it is not subordination. We always take the word Sharanagati to mean refuge. But in this case, it is not subordination, but it's like a partnership where Sri Rama honors Sugriva's sovereignty, and there is an obligation, sacred obligation called Sharanagati. It is in all humility, he is asking for an alliance. So this is based on moral, it's a moral framework. And it is not transactional, it is beyond transactions. So it's not commercial in nature at all. And Rama's commitment, his commitment is the promise to eliminate Vali, because upakara phalam mitram, a friend is the resultant fruit of, in this case it is not based on helpfulness. If he helps Sugriva, it is because of the friendship. His pledge is Valinam tam vadhishyami tava bharya apaharinam. I intend to eliminate that Vali who is the abductor of your wife. So there is a comprehensive commitment, but there is no conditions attached here. So Rama does not say that I will do this if you do this for me. He just offers his friendship, and he addresses Sugriva's helplessness, because Vali is invincible. Sugriva can never defeat him. So in this case, there is no clauses here like a contract or anything. It is a personal responsibility that Sri Rama has accepted. Now, Sugriva's counter-promise. Here also there is an unlimited commitment. Rasataleva, Nabhataleva, whether in netherworlds or ethereal worlds. Basically, he pledges, saying, Rasataleva vartantim va nabhatale, aham aniya dasyami tava bharyam arindama. Wherever Devi Sita may be, I will bring and offer your wife back to you. So here there is an absolute commitment. Aham aniya dasyami. I will bring and give. And again, there is no territorial capability limitations. He does not say, if she is here, I'll get her. If she is there, I'll get her. Wherever she is. So basically, he's matching Sri Rama's commitment. So there are two leaders, two kings, who have matched each other's commitments to help each other. So it's a symmetry of reciprocal obligation. It is a balanced structure. Rama's contribution will be military capability to defeat Vali, and he would restore Sugriva to the throne. And he is solving the impossible problem of an invincible enemy. And he is the first one to act. So he is the first one to offer his help. And what is Sugriva's contribution here? He says that he will use his intelligence network to locate Devi Sita. and he would mobilize all the Vanara forces to search for her. And he again solves an impossible problem, unknown location, because Sri Rama and Lakshmana are wandering in the forest, asking everybody if they have seen Devi Sita, who has taken her. So there is an unknown location, and fulfills after restoration to power. So the critical insight is mutual vulnerability, because both need help and they have aligned incentives. Neither succeed unless both succeed. Means the condition is both have to succeed, otherwise nobody will succeed here. So it is a very strategic partnership. And it is based on a dharmic foundation. Vidita now gunaha. So the character-based partnership basically means Vidita now gunaha vidvan Sugrivasya mahatmanaha, the virtues of that great soul Sugriva, because Sugriva is a very, very virtuous king. And this is based, so the virtues are known to us. So the foundation elements is recognition of character. So both have very strong characters and both are great souls. Mutual assessment of values and integrity, which is very, very important. And the trust exceeding any contractual protections. Because currently in the current world, if we see corporations, we'll talk about in the upcoming slides. There is a contract between two companies or corporations or even two countries, and then they try to put all kinds of conditions to help. If this happens, then it will happen or something like that. So modern parallel is strategic partners require cultural fit and values alignment, not just capability matching. In the test of partnership, Sugriva's delay. So after Vali's death, Sugriva is immersed in joy. He is trying to celebrate, and he forgets momentarily about his side of the bargain, and he delays the organizing the search. And what happens here? The resolution is Lakshmana, Sri Rama's brother. He arrives with a reminder. It's like an enforcement mechanism. Sugriva, you said something and now you have forgotten or you're delaying. Although Sri Rama kept his promise. So Sugriva acknowledges it. That there's a lapse. So he does not say, he acknowledges it. Although he's a king, he does not take it on his, as an ego, or he immediately mobilizes comprehensive search by all the Vanaras. So the partnership here, it survives through accountability, not perfection. Nobody is perfect. There are lapses, people can forget things. So the leadership lesson here for sustainable partnership means mechanisms for addressing non-performance without destroying the foundational bonds. Here, it was a very fine and fragile network. If Lakshmana comes and says something to him in anger, the whole partnership could have actually been broken. But Sugriva also understood it. He did not act with aggression or arrogance. So here is the modern organizational applications in strategic alliances and principles that I think all the world leaders or corporate leaders or anybody should basically take as an example and try to imbibe. An honest acknowledgement of mutual needs. So if there are two countries...
The last 2 minutes, please.
Thank you, sir. So if there are two countries or two leaders, they should acknowledge that there is a need for the partnership. There should be a comprehensive commitment. Absolute promises carefully made, and character as assessment first. Basically, they should look at the integrity of both the parties and balance reciprocity and accountability mechanisms. And the conclusion, this is like a covenant model at a strategic level, operational level, and a leadership level. Great achievements require strategic interdependence. There should be a Sharanagati framework that creates a sacred partnership obligation, and values and character matter more than capabilities. At the operational level, all the deliverables with execution autonomy, sequential dependencies managed through trust and accountability, and comprehensive resource commitment where Sri Rama, based on his resources, he knew what exactly he could deliver. So he promised that. Similarly, Sugriva also promised something that he could deliver. At a leadership level, both are vulnerable, both need help, and both need absolute commitments. And that's how maintain resolve through adversity. Dhriti, courage is important. I would close with a small principle here, Rama's leadership philosophy, and where he says, Dhritiman na avasidati, which means the courageous ones never fail. So, Vyasaneva, Arthakricheva, Bhayeva, Jivitantage, Vimarshan vai swaya buddhaya dritiman na avasidati. In times of calamity or any difficulty, a person who contemplates using his own intelligence and courage, he's never unsuccessful. So this is what is applicable to the partnership. The Rama-Sugriva alliance demonstrates the highest performing partnerships, combining with transactional clarity with it's a covenantal depth. It is a model applicable to strategic alliances, joint ventures, collaborations in all the countries that really want to make progress. With this, I would like to close my presentation and open it for questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Srinivas, for very nicely exploring the Kișkindha episode first, and particularly that partnership aspect, and then correlating it with the modern management aspects. So, really, thank you very much for presentation.
Thank you so much.
Any questions, please? So, thank you. Now,
And last but
on to
not
the
the least, I would like to thank my guide, who is also present here, Dr. Anupama Ryali. Thank you so much for her guidance. She is a professor and in the MIT University there, and she's also visiting faculty here for Arya University. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, next presentation is on the marketing strategy reflected in the Valmiki Ramayana with the reference of Kanda. Rahul Satghar, please go ahead with your presentation.
Hello.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes, Rahulji.
Sabhaye Namaha Sabhajanescha Namo Namaha. I am Rahul Shardkumar Satghar from Mumbai. I am reading this paper. A marketing strategy reflected in Vālmīki Ramāyaṇa, a study of the Kanda. These days, every product requires marketing either for the promotion or for the best sell in the society. This research paper will try to find out some marketing skills of ancient India, especially for the promotion of Vālmīki Ramāyaṇa. What kind of strategy poet used in Kanda for the marketing of epic Ramayana? This research paper that is the creation, endorsement, and the process of the Ramayana by figures like Narada, Brahma, Valmiki, and twin singers Kusha and Lava are deeply aligned with modern marketing principles, including product definition, target audience identification, major crafting, channel selection, and securing audience feedback. Then the paper will proceed by defining the marketing concepts used, detailing the marketing communication process as reflected in the Kanda, analyzing the character building strategy for Lord Rama, and finally examine the canto-wise structure as a promotional teaser and trailer framework. First of all, definition, concept, and measurement of marketing in the epic. Advertising and marketing as defined as many forms of non-personal presentation and promotion, including informing potential customers about the product, or in the concept of epic Ramayana at its central character, Lord Rama. Concept of marketing. In Ramayana, the objective is to influence the listeners and readers by imparting the virtuous life and deeds of Lord Rama, thereby promoting Dharma and the epic itself. Then coming to marketing impact is measured through reach, refers to the number of people exposed to the marketing. In the Ramayana case, Lord Brahma prophecy highlights the ultimate reach, establishing the product eternal success, that is yavasthasyanti girayah saritasya mahitale, etc. The frequency measures how often the audience sees, in the case of in this case reads or listen to the story. In the Kanda, repetition, that is such as threefold singing by Kusha and Lava mentioned in the Canto 4. thrice a time they have presented this Ramayana. Marketing communication process and the Valmiki model, that is also important. Identifying the target audience, and target audience is sages in the hermitage. First of all, Kushana Lover presented this Ramayana in front of the sages of the hermitage after learning it from Valmiki. Then they have presented this Ramayana again in front of the Ayodhyā subject, and afterwards they came to the court of Rama. So they got a good publication over there, good presentation over there, and they have presented the thing. A key example of demo, that is also very important, that says ki the main words, that is ma nishad, that the words Valmiki utterance of these words motivated by Lord Brahma, and the immediate repetition singing by these people. When he uttered that verse ma nishad, then Brahma motivated him to utter it again and again, and then he got the influence of that meter. Then he presented the whole Ramayana in that meter, that is the Anushtuk. The poetic innovation and its choice of narrative style is a long poem, further mass epic, unique and memorable for the people of era till today. Then crafting the message, that is a value proposition. The value from this in Balakanda itself, in the verses 90 to 97, we are getting the importance of the king is highlighted through the examples of Lord Rama, establishing him as an ideal product itself. And obviously, after using this product, what kind of benefits we get? That is a Patana Phala, that is also described in the verse 98 and 100. That is also sarva papai hi pramuchyate. When we are using a particular product, that is also very important. Why we are using this product? So the phala is given sarva papai hi pramuchyate. Then encoding the message. The encoding involves converting the crafted message into a suitable format, which must be very clear, concise and easily understood. And for that, obviously, as we know, the oral message is encoded into the poetic way, written and musically. That is a druk or shravya. So we are getting first of all shravya and then afterwards druk shravya. The epic is composed in the Anushtup meter. So product is presented in that particular meter, and overall we are getting 24 and more verses, or 24,000 and more verses over there. Then Brahma said to Valmiki, that is Sarga 2, that is a divine structure for composition. Then the Valmiki said to, or they taught to Kișkindha, that is a teaching of the epic in a musical format. So that is also very important when we are going to present the product, in which way we are going to product, or which way we are going to present that product. That is also important. Then selecting communication channel, as I said, that is a Shravya Madhyama, it was shown. Then feedback, which is very, very important. As we know, Valmiki uttered that words Manishada, then repeatedly he uttered with his pupils, then he got motivation from the Brahma, then he on the order of, or getting motivation from the Brahma, he composed the whole Ramayana, then he taught it into his hermitage, including Kushan lover. So that is always important. That is also presented in the Sarga 4. Feedback in the audience response in Sarga 4, the performance of Kushalava is garnered two key instances of feedback. First, the story was loved by sages. वहां से उनको वो थोड़ा सा मोटिवेशन मिला कि हाँ अच्छा हुआ है करके. So Kusha and Lava got motivation in that hermitage only from all sages. Then after their presentation in the hermitage, they went to Ayodhya and they have presented again that Ramayana in front of Ayodhya subject, and when they got a fame over there in the Ayodhya, then they came to royal court of Rama, and that was the third time of their presentation. That is also important. Then communication mix and strategy in the Balakanda, that is also given over there. the marketing communication mix is an essential aspect of company's promotional strategy. The Valmiki Ramayana utilizes these components through poetry and music. And the outdoor advertising of this Ramayana is, which is very interesting, that is a create awareness. So Narada to Valmiki, then Brahma to Valmiki, then build the brand image of that, obviously, of Lord Rama, who is presented as a leader of ethical governance, and the encourage consumer behavior, that is also important one, by reading a large audience quickly. We are here because of we are having an impact of that product, that is epic Ramayana. Then sales promotion. Sales promotion involves short-term incentives to encourage consumption. Initial conversation between Narada and Valmiki serves a biography of King Rama. Then public relation, that is a PR. PR involves building a positive image among various publics, and the very act of composing epic based on sages Narada, and we are getting a high credible positive image of this product of this Ramayana. Then direct marketing in the Sarg 4, the direct feedback from the satisfied customers, sage Valmiki himself. He got satisfaction कि भाई मैंने जो किया बहुत अच्छा किया. Right now I am ready to teach it. Sage Valmiki himself, then sage in the hermitage and the subject of Ayodhyā. And the last, canto-wise marketing, that is a teaser and trailer. Canto 1, that provides information and a character description of Lord Rama. Then Canto 2, Brahma teaches Ramayana in brief to Valmiki. So यहाँ पर वो थोड़ा सा biography देते हैं about the Rama, that is important. Then confirming the product's divine greatness. And the Canto 4, which is very important, the repeated singing of Kush and Lover serves as an official teaser and trailer, and afterwards they are completing that Ramayana in front of Rama. So पहले राम कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग, फिर उसके बारे में मोटिवेशन लेकर रामायण लिखना, सुनाना, फिर वो हर्मिटेज में सुनाना, फिर वो अयोध्या के लोगों के सामने सुनाना, ऐसे करके see we are getting the exact marketing strategy from that Balakanda, and this is my perception, or which I found. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, Rahulji, for exploring the very different aspect of marketing from the Balkanda. Thank you very
In
much.
Mumbai,
Very
because
good.
we used to teach marketing skills to degree college, so I thought कि we should get it from that.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, nextly, we have presentation रामायण में मानवीय मूल्य के रूप में पुरुषार्थ, स्नेहलता जी कुसुम।
शुभ संध्या। आभासीय पटल पे जितने विद्यमान जन हैं उनको मेरा प्रणाम। मेरा शीर्षक है रामायण में मानवीय मूल्य के रूप में पुरुषार्थ। मूल्य की जब हम बात करते हैं तो वो बिल्कुल सरल लगता है, लेकिन वह गहन है। उस पे आज भी चिंतन चल रहा है कि आखिर हम मूल्य किसको कहें। अगर हम मूल्य को सामान्य भाषा में अगर परिभाषित करें तो मूल्य मानव जीवन को दिशा प्रदान करने वाला आदर्श है, जबकि जब हम उसे गहन रूप में अगर देखते हैं तो वह क्या है, वह ऐसा प्रतिमान है जिनके आधार पर मनुष्य अपने व्यवहार को सामाजिक दायित्वों के बीच में व्यवस्थित संतुलन बनाए रखता है। अगर हम इसे और भी सरल रूप से कहें तो कहें हमारे विकास की, नैतिकता की और धार्मिकता को जो आधार प्रदान करता है वह मूल्य है। तो मानवीय मूल्य मानवता के संपोषक होते हैं और इनका अनुपालन करके ही सभ्य समाज आगे बढ़ता है। यह मानव को स्वस्थ और सम्यक विकास में मदद करती है, और यह जो मानव मूल्य है वह हमेशा समय के साथ बदलते रहते हैं। अगर हम इसको देखें तो इसका स्वरूप, जो उसका भूमा स्वरूप जो होता है, वह हमेशा एक जैसा बना रहता है। अगर हम भारतीय इतिहास में देखें या रामायण को अगर देखें, तो रामायण जो है वह क्या है, पारमार्थिक भावनाओं को और मूल्यों के दोनों का समान विकास हम इसमें देखते हैं। क्योंकि जो रामायण है उसमें आपको नैतिक आधार भी मिलता है, सामाजिक आधार भी मिलता है और धार्मिकता भी मिलता है। तो इस तरह से हम कह सकते हैं कि मानवीय मूल्यों के विकास में जो उचित मार्गदर्शन रामायण हमारा करता है। अगर हम यह भी देखते हैं कि जो आदर्श जो होते हैं, आखिर हमें आदर्श क्यों की आवश्यकता क्यों होती है? आई एम ऑडिबल सर?
जी जी, बोलिए, ऑडिबल है।
हम अगर हम विकास की बात कर रहे हैं, मूल्यों की बात कर रहे हैं, तो आखिर मूल्यों से हमें क्या प्राप्त होगा? तो कहते हैं कि अगर कोई विकास दोनों तरह से होता है, आंतरिक और बाह्य दोनों। अगर आपका आंतरिक विकास अगर सही होगा तो हम बाह्य विकास भी कर सकते हैं, और वह भी सुदृढ़ता प्रदान करता है आपके बाह्य विकास को। तो इस विकास के रूप में अगर हम मूल्य की जब बात करते हैं, तो सबसे जो प्रथम मूल्य के रूप में आता है, तो वह है पुरुषार्थ। पुरुषार्थ एक ऐसा है जो जीवन के हर एक लक्ष्य में, या कह सकते हैं जीवन जीने के लिए या जीवन यापन करने के लिए आपको वो सामर्थ्य प्रदान करता है। वह आपको बताता है कि हम किस प्रकार से चले, हमारा क्या कर्तव्य है, हमारा लक्ष्य क्या है, हमारा ध्येय क्या है, वह हमको पुरुषार्थ से ज्ञात होता है। अगर पुरुषार्थ के को अर्थ को देखें, तो पुरुष पुरुष यानी मनुष्य, जो इंद्रिय और मन का संघात है। और जब हम अर्थ के रूप में करते हैं तो प्रयोजन, तो वह जो मनुष्य के उद्देश्यों का प्रयोजन की सिद्धि करता है, वह पुरुषार्थ होता है। और जैसे कि यहाँ जितने लोग मौजूद होंगे ये सब जानते हैं कि पुरुषार्थ जो है वो 4 है: धर्म, अर्थ, काम और मोक्ष। और ऐसा नहीं है कि ये पुरुषार्थ जीवन के मूल्य में कभी भी इसका औचित्य खत्म हो सकता है। तो रामायण के परिप्रेक्ष्य में, या कह सकते हैं रामायण के रूप में, हमने पुरुषार्थ को लिया है ताकि हम दिखा सके कि वाल्मीकि रामायण में पुरुषार्थ की सिद्धि कैसी होती है। तो वाल्मीकि जो पुरुषार्थ जो है वो उसमें सारे, अगर आप पात्रों को देखेंगे तो सब में एक प्रकार के पुरुषार्थ की सिद्धि आपके सारे पात्रों में दृष्टिगत होता है। वाल्मीकि रामायण में राम जहाँ नायक है, अगर हम रामचरितमानस में देखते हैं तो वो ईश्वर का रूप लेता है, वह आदर्श और विश्वव्यापी रूप में प्रकट होता है। तो रामायण मानवीय मूल्य और राम राज्य का आदर्श दोनों की अभिव्यक्ति करती है। और जहाँ हम यह भी देख सकते हैं कि वो नैतिकता के भी नायक हैं। अगर हम सबसे पहले अगर धर्म की बात करते हैं, तो धर्म के लिए एक श्लोक है कि धर्मार्थ प्रभृति धर्मेश धर्मे प्रभवते सुखम, धर्मेण लभते सर्वधर्मसारमिदः जगत। यानी धर्म से अर्थ लाभ होता है, धर्म से ही काम की प्राप्ति होती है, धर्म से सब कुछ प्राप्य है। अतः जगत की एक सारभूत वस्तु है तो वह धर्म है। वह धर्म ही है जिसके द्वारा हम सब चीज की प्राप्ति कर सकते हैं। तो इस तरह से देखिए कि मूल्य व्यवस्था के रूप में धर्म जो है वह केंद्र भाग में है, या यह कहें वह केंद्र भूमिका निभाता है। तो जैसे कि हम जानते हैं कि धर्म जो है वो ध्री धातु से उत्पन्न हुआ है, जो कहते हैं कि धारयति इति धर्म, यानी वह वस्तु जो जिस, या कह सकते हैं कि वस्तुओं का जो अस्तित्व बनाए रखे, उसे हम धर्म कहते हैं। तो हम जब बृहदारण्यक और या छांदोग्य उपनिषद में देखते हैं तो वह आचरण के रूप में आया है। और जब हम तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद में देखते हैं तो सॉरी, हम थोड़ा सा वो कर दिए। तो हम जब छांदोग्य उपनिषद में देखते हैं तो वो कर्तव्य के रूप में आता है, जब हम तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद में देखते हैं तो वो आचरण के रूप में आता है। लेकिन जब हम रामायण में धर्म को देखते हैं तो धर्म जो है आत्मिक मुक्ति का साधन है। तो धर्म के अनुपालन से शारीरिक और आत्मिक कल्याण होता है। जिस प्रकार एक बहारिया एक पति के वश में होकर धर्म का पालन करती है, प्रियतमा बनकर के काम की और पुत्रवती होकर अर्थ का संपादन करती है, उसी प्रकार एक धर्म फल की प्राप्ति होने पर धर्म, अर्थ और काम तीनों की सिद्धि करता है। इसलिए धर्म जो है त्रिवर्ग में सबसे प्रथम आता है। तो धर्म जो है, अगर हम रामायण कालीन धर्म को देखें तो रामायण कालीन धर्म में हम देखते हैं कि वो क्योंकि वैदिक युग के तुरंत पश्चात था, तो इसलिए हम उसमें देखेंगे कि यज्ञों और कर्मकांडों का भी हमको पूर्ण अनुगमन करती है। यानी शास्त्र में जितने यज्ञों का उल्लेख किया है, आपको वैदिक काल में जितने भी यज्ञ अनुष्ठान जितने भी दिए गए हैं, रामायण का काल में आपको वो सब मिलेगा। इसका एक उदाहरण इस प्रकार से है कि भरत जब कहते हैं कि मेरा राम के वन जाने में, वो कौशल्या के सामने वह शपथ खाते हैं कि अगर मैं उन सब शास्त्रों का अनुगामी ना रहूं, अगर मेरे राम के वन जाने में अगर कुछ भी, अगर कोई भी हाथ हो, तो इस तरह से यह ज्ञात होता है कि उस समय शास्त्र का अनुगमन करना, शास्त्र का ज्ञान होना अपने आप में एक संपन्नता थी और धर्म के मार्ग पे लोग चलते थे, शास्त्र का अनुगमन करते थे। धर्म रामायण काल में नैतिकता भी धर्म का अभिन्न अंग था। उसमें सदाचार, सत्य, कृतज्ञता, आपको सब कुछ प्राप्त होता है। सदाचार का जो है वो धर्म का एक अभिन्न अंग माना जाता है। आप अगर हम देखते हैं तो सदाचार का तो पूरा अयोध्या कांड अगर हम पढ़ें तो सदाचार तो बिल्कुल एक एक श्लोक में आपको पता चलेगा। एक जगह जो दशरथ जो है अपने वचन के कारण अपने प्रिय पुत्र को वन भेज रहे हैं, एक जगह यहाँ यह होता है कि लक्ष्मण बोलते हैं कि अभी अयोध्या के किसी मनुष्य को पता नहीं है कि आपको वन जाने के लिए पिता ने कहा है, तो आप ऐसा
जी
करें।
आखिरी मिनट,
क्या सर?
2 मिनट में आप खत्म कीजिए।
तो इस प्रकार देखते थे काम, अर्थ और मोक्ष, सभी चीजों का संतुलन जो है हमको रामायण काव्य में प्राप्त होता है। अगर हम इस तरह से देखें, अर्थ की बात करते हैं तो वह लक्ष्मण कहते हैं एक संवाद में कि अर्थ तो जिस प्रकार सारी नदियां एक समुद्र में जाके मिलती है, उसी तरह से अर्थ से सारा कार्य संपन्न होता है। और काम के लिए तो यह है कि काम जो है, काम के लिए रामायण में यह कहा गया है कि स्वयं अपने वहां काम प्रेम के रूप में भी प्रतिष्ठित हुआ है। भार्या के साथ अपने औरस पुत्र, यानी कहने के अपने नजदीकी लोगों के साथ विवाह संबंध ना करना, और काम के प्रति जो वहां रामायण काल में जो कहा गया है कि वह आध्यात्मिक और भौतिक ऊर्जा दोनों है। मोक्ष की बात करते हैं तो मोक्ष जो पारंपरिक रूप में दिया गया है, मोक्ष बिल्कुल वैसा ही है। आप जटायु, सबरी, इन सब में मोक्ष का ज्ञान जो है राम के द्वारा प्राप्त होता है, लेकिन मोक्ष का जो कंसेप्ट आज के भारतीय दर्शन में है उस प्रकार का वहां नहीं मिलता है। वहां पे राम कहते हैं जो नैतिक आचरण संपन्न करता है उसे स्वर्ग की प्राप्ति होती है। इस प्रकार हम रामायण में देखते हैं कि हमें सबका संतुलित, या कर सकते हैं पुरुषार्थ का संतुलित रूप रामायण में दिखता है और वह कल्याणकारी है। अगर आज के परिप्रेक्ष्य में भी अगर हम संतुलन की बात करते हैं, क्योंकि आज हमें जो चाहिए वो सबसे बड़ी अगर जो चीज चाहिए आज सारे युवाओं में, वह संतुलन, कि हम धन के लोभ में भागते न रहे, हम सब में संतुलन बनाए, ना काम के पीछे जाए ना अर्थ के पीछे जाए। हमारा जो भी कार्य हो वो धर्म के मर्यादा
स्नेहलता
में।
जी प्लीज आप कंक्लूड कीजिए।
धन्यवाद सर।
आपका समय हो गया है, आप प्लीज
धन्यवाद सर।
धन्यवाद। धन्यवाद, आपने बहुत अच्छे तरीके से अलग अलग धर्म और मानवीय मूल्यों को रामायण के बताया है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। अगले प्रेजेंटेशन पे जाने से पहले मैं जस्ट एक पूछना चाहता हूँ, वेदर गौरी देसाई हैड जॉइन द मीटिंग। गौरी देसाई, क्या आप हो? नो, ओके। The next presentation is Political Aspects of Ramayana by Mrunmayi, Kanitkar, and Ryali Pauli. Yes, Mrunmayi, please, ma'am.
Yes. Namo Namaha. Myself, Mrunmayi Uday Kanitkar, President, Khandesh Education Society. I will be presenting the paper based on the topic Political Aspects of Ramayana. This paper is also co-authored by Ryali from Dharohar. She actually has some major network issues, so I will be proceeding with the presentation. The paper examines the political aspects of Ramayana with a specific focus on alliance building as an ethical instrument of the statecraft. The scope of the research, rather than treating the epic purely as a religious or moral narrative, the study approaches it as the text that presents a coherent political vision, where political objectives are achieved only through righteous means. The paper deliberately narrows its scope to examine how alliances, that may be dynastic or moral or military, diplomatic, collectively they enable the liberation of Sita and thus restoration of Dharma. Ramayana, as in Itihasa, it integrates the ethical ideals directed into political life. Kingship here is not merely the administrative power but also a moral responsibility. This epic, Ramayana, repeatedly affirms that the political authority survives only when it is protected by Dharma, which is an idea foundational to the Indian political thought. The political vision of Ramayana prioritizes ethical legitimacy over the brute strength. Diplomacy, counsel, and consensus, these all the concepts appear repeatedly, suggesting that Rama's leadership model is one where political success flows from the moral credibility and not by any kind of fear or domination. Now, alliances as the political strategy. Alliances were considered as the conscious political choice, where it included all the different species like humans, Vanaras, and Rakshasas as well. We can see the alliance with Vanarasena, alliance with Vibhishana. Also Ramayana at times includes the mentions like Rajano Bahumitrashtra in Kișkindha-kāņda, where it is told that kings have many mitras. Importance of ally has also been at times mentioned in Ramayana. Coming next here, the paper turns it to a central argument, alliance building as the primary political strategy of Ramayana. Rama's alliances are not opportunistic, they are inclusive, ethical, and reciprocal. Now, coming to the first alliance, the earliest instance of alliance building in Ramayana appears even before birth of Rama, in the relationship between King Dashratha of Ayodhyā and King Romapada or Lomapada of Angadesha. Their bond is established through the kinship where Dashratha's daughter Shanta was adopted by Romapada. During the severe drought in Angadesha, Romapada seeks religious intervention, which leads to, through Dashratha's cooperation, to the arrival of sage Rishyasringa. Shanta and Rishyasringa Vivaha formalizes a political religious alliance which restores the prosperity to Angadesha, which gives a divine sanction for the kingship, and Rishyasringa being Shanta's husband, it gives stability of lineage for Dashratha through the Putra Kameshti Yajna. This alliance includes an early soft power diplomacy where marriage and ascetic sanction function as the ethical political instruments. Then alliance with the sages, the moral authority. Rama's alliances with the sages like Vishwamitra and Agastya established the principle that political authority requires the moral sanction. The guidance given by Vishwamitra Rishi legitimizes Rama's early use of force in the in protection of the yajnas, which ensures that the violence is exercised strictly under the boundaries of dharma. The counsel and bestowal of divine weapons by Agastya, it symbolizes the ethical transmission of power. Through these alliances, Rama's actions became collectively sanctioned as political initiatives, political acts rather than personal initiatives, which demonstrates that the government in Ramayana operates in the constant dialogue with the moral authority. Coming to the next, alliance with Sugriva, it represents a formal political treaty grounded in reciprocity. Sugriva, who was dispossessed of his kingdom, seeks assistance to restore his rule, while Rama requires military support and intelligence to locate Sita. Rama's intervention restores Sugriva's sovereignty without annexation, while Sugriva mobilizes the Vanara forces for Rama's cause. This alliance exemplifies the ethical realpolitik, where the strategic cooperation is achieved without any kind of exploitation or loss of any political autonomy. Alliance with Vanarsena, it is a complete collective political mobilization. The Vanarsena represents the collective political mobilization based on voluntary alliance rather than coercion. The Vanaras participate as willing allies united by shared ethical goal. Leadership here we find is decentralized, with the figures like Hanuman and Angada assuming specific roles. It reflects the delegated governance. It is completely in contrast with Ravana's fear-based military structure, where here the Vanarsena illustrates how moral alignment strengthens political effectiveness and legitimacy. Now coming to an important point, that Hanuman as envoy, a diplomatic for the ethical diplomacy. Hanuman's mission to Lanka represents the Ramayana's emphasis on diplomacy before any warfare. Acting as an envoy combines negotiation and ethical warning. Even while being the capable of destruction, Hanuman prioritizes dialogue, ensuring conflict, if unavoidable, becomes morally justified. This demonstrates a political ethic where war is a last resort preceded by communication and persuasion. The last comes the alliance with Vibhishana, refuge. The alliance with Vibhishana marks the culmination of Rama's alliance-based strategy. Vibhishana, being the defector, is driven by moral conscience, and Rama, instead of political suspicion, accepts him despite being in opposition and establishes the principle that righteousness outweighs any origin. This act of this act transforms the conflict into a legitimate regime transition. Vibhishana's coronation ensures political continuity and ethical governance in Lanka, reinforcing that Rama's objective is restoration of order, not conquest. Overall, taken together, these alliances form a coherent model of ethical statecraft. Power in Ramayana is decentralized, legitimacy arises from moral consent, and alliances are based on trust and reciprocity. Rama emerges as a ruler who governs through cooperation and ethical restraint rather than dominance. The political vision of Ramayana is distinctive in ethics and is distinctive in that ethics and strategy are inseparable. Dharma is not an idealistic limitation but the very source of sustainable political success. Military victory as well as the political stability, both are shown to be dependent on the moral legitimacy. To conclude, the Ramayana represents alliance building as the central mechanism of the political success. From dynastic diplomacy and moral sanction to collective mobilization and ethical regime transition, each alliance reinforces the principle that power separated from dharma is unstable. The epic thus offers timeless paradigm of ethical diplomacy and righteous governance.
Mrunmayi,
In Ramayana,
last, please conclude in a minute or
yeah,
two.
I'm just concluding. In Ramayana, political victory is meaningful not because it is achieved, but because it is achieved righteously. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Mrunmayi, for very nicely presenting the political aspects of Ramayana. Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh, The next presentation is by Gauri Kulkarni on vision, mission, and values in the Ramayana, a blueprint for modern management. Has Gauri Desai joined? No. So by that way, this is our last presentation for this session. Yes, Gauri.
Is my screen visible?
Your presentation is not yet visible. It was visible a few seconds back, but it is not visible now. Yes, now it is visible. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, all. My name is Gauri Kulkarni. Today I'll be presenting my paper named as Vision, Mission and Values in the Ramayana, a blueprint for modern management. This paper shows how the leadership of Lord Rama, as described in the Ramayana, can be understood as a strong model for ethical, purpose-driven, and sustainable management, even in today's organizations and today's business world. In today's fast-changing business world, organizations face many challenges such as leadership crisis, short-term thinking, ethical dilemmas, and many more. And pressure for quick profits also. Modern management often focuses on performance and results, but without strong values. This can lead to long-term problems. This study suggests that solutions to these issues already exist in our Indian classical wisdom or epics, that is Ramayana. This can lead to Ramayana, which provides deep insights into leadership, governance, and organizational values, which are still relevant today. Modern challenges need for ethical leadership. The Ramayana is usually seen as a religious epic. However, it can also be read as the management and leadership guide. It discusses important aspects such as governance of Ayodhyā, succession planning, teamwork, conflict resolution, ethical decision making, and many more. Events like the administration of Ayodhya and planning of Lanka expedition clearly show how strategic thinking and ethical governance model and value-based leadership, which are core ideas in the modern management. Talking about the vision in Ramayana, here I have mentioned a vision in the Ram Rajya and modern parallel, which is today's corporate world. In management, vision means a clear idea of where we want to go in the future. Lord Rama's vision was Ram Rajya, a society based on justice, equality, prosperity, social harmony, and ethical governance. This vision was not only for the power. This vision was not only for the personal power, but for the wisdom of his people and society. Even during exile, Rama remained committed to the vision, showing clarity, patience, and long-term thinking qualities expected from modern leaders. Mission Dharma in action. Mission explains how the vision is put into an action. Rama's mission was to uphold dharma, restore justice, serve society, and not only self. Today's leadership style also explains similar qualities like duty. The leader should be duty oriented. Project should be done by ethical means and not shortcuts. Now, vision. Next, the step was mission, and mission is usually described as action taken to achieve your goal or your vision. Here in Ramayana, it is clearly explained by Rama how using clear vision, clarity, patience, and long-term thinking can help us achieve our goals. Rama's mission was to uphold dharma through right action, not through force or selfish goals. Whether in exile or during the war, his actions were guided by duty, responsibility, and service to society. This is similar to modern organizations that align their daily operations with the mission and their ethical goals. Also, the corporate social responsibility could be a part of this. Next, strategic leadership and teamwork. One of Rama's greatest strengths as a leader was his approach to teamwork. He formed alliances with Sugriva, trusted Hanuman, and respected the abilities of his team members. He encouraged consultation and listened to advice, which reflects participative leadership. This approach is similar to modern strategic leadership models that focuses on collaboration, delegation, and stakeholder involvement. Next, values. Values are the moral foundation of any organization. Rama consistently followed values such as truth, service, balance, integrity, and fairness, even in difficult situations. Ramayana, it is mentioned that Satya, which is truth, Seva, which is service, Samatva, which is balance, integrity, and fairness. These were the core values followed by Rama during the Ramayana period. Next, in modern equivalent to that, modern corporate governance also follows similar values, which are corporate ethics and governance standard. In Ramayana, Rama never chose unethical shortcuts and always accepted responsibility for public welfare. This type of value-based leadership connects strongly with modern ideas like corporate ethics and governance standards. When we compare Ramayana with modern management theories, we find strong similarities. Dharma relates to corporate governance, Seva to servant leadership, and Samatva to emotional intelligence. Rama's leadership also matches the balanced scorecard approach, where vision, strategy, and values are aligned to achieve long-term success. moving to the next slide. Now we'll see what is the contemporary relevance of Ramayana and its values in today's corporate world. Today's business world often focuses on short-term profits or instant profits. The Ramayana offers a different idea, purposeful leadership, where ethics and social welfare are equally important. Organizations like Tata, Infosys show how that value-based leadership builds strong trust and long-term sustainability. Many scholars also recognize Indian epics such as Ramayana as early source of organizational behavior and leadership theory. To conclude, the Ramayana provides a timeless framework for management through its strong focus on vision, mission, and values. Lord Rama's leadership showed that ethical clarity and purpose-driven action led to sustainable success. Modern organizations that adopt these principles can develop responsible, resilient, and visionary leaders. Hence, the Ramayana is not only a spiritual epic but a timeless manual of leadership and management. Thank you for your time and attention. Shri Ram.
Thank you, Gauri, for presenting various aspects related to management as vision, mission, and values, and correlating it with the modern management. Thank you very much. Please close your screen. Please close your presentation. Yes. Gauri Desai, are you there? Gauri Desai. Okay, I think she has not joined. So we have completed all the presentations for this session on management lessons from Ramayana. And we started with the senior professors, the very senior people from the IKS domain, Ramayana domain, and we ended up with the undergrad student presenting the Ramayana aspect. So it was a very mix of the presenters, and on the same way, very mix of the topics, right from the lessons in the finance, governance, psychology, to the leadership lessons, to the values, then the mission aspects, and the one was on the marketing aspect, the political aspects of the Ramayana. So thank you each one of you for joining the session. Thank you very much. And the next session, we will continue. The next session is on the 8:15. So please rejoin on 8:15 for the next presentation session. Thank you very much, all of you. Jai Shri Ram. Dhanyavad.